Welcome back to the news today. This is a one-on-one. Massive rescue operations continue in Nepal in extremely tough conditions beyond the destruction caused by the earthquake. On Saturday, rescue teams are facing high altitude, heavy rains and aftershocks. My guest tonight specializes in exactly this. Hilik Magnus is founder and chief rescue officer at Magnus International Search and Rescue. Over nearly 2 decades, he has led search parties locating and rescuing hundreds of travelers. Good evening. Thank you very much for joining me. So I understand that one of your team or some of your teams are already in Nepal. What is the current condition right now there?
We sent 3 teams, and the other companies sent another 2 teams. So they are all working together and combined. They are together and they are working. Today, there were no ability to get helicopters from the government, from the Nepali authorities, but tomorrow the helicopters will be available. So today, they established some small groups of locals and Israelis, and they went on the trail of each missing group to reach them by foot. Intention to reach them and to evacuate safely outside. We don't want them to move, because as long as they are located at the same place, we know where they are and what is the condition.
Which basically makes the job much harder.
Yeah, the job is very hard because it's an enormous number of missing people, and enormous number of people located and stuck on the tracks. And listen, we are just a share of the huge disaster which happened there. So all the surrounding is not the normal surrounding.
You know what I'm trying to understand is when you get to a place like this with the amount of destruction and the amount of deaths that you see, from where do you start?
Listen, we start with, we know exactly who is on the trail. We start by making list of people and locate them on the trails. So we would like to know who is where, and we get the knowledge out also of the tourist companies. So we know who is not in connection with that, not communicating with us, yes, but we know which trail he took.
Okay.
So we know the direction. We know not full information, but we got a more or less big clear picture what are the conditions and the situation along the trails. So we can estimate if there are any necessity of emergency help or not, and we can evaluate which point is to be evacuated first, which second, and so on.
You know, I'm trying to think. You have this big responsibility. You're going out, and what passes through your mind? What passes through your mind when you're arriving to a site like after the tsunami, a site after like an earthquake? The first second that you step in this specific place?
First of all is saving life and helping people. And there are no limits for this. And it is worth taking risks for this and so on, because we are responsible for each other. And we are in a very clear direction, a very simple intention. Help the people, evacuate them as soon as possible, and give them any help they need. And everybody is concerned only about this, so that's what we are doing. The system is different in any case, you see, because we've been in huge earthquakes, we've been in the tsunami, and so on. So each mission is a little bit different. The first step will be to locate the people. To locate the people, where are they?
You've been in a lot of places all around the world helping rescue teams. What was the hardest place that you were in, or is it this last?
No, it is not hard. Listen, we are very lucky this time. We got no real casualties. I mean the Israelis.
Oh,
we are not suffering for any casualties. The worst that I have ever seen, which was that incredible that I couldn't even understand that it is real, I felt like I'm in a movie of Spielberg. It was the tsunami. It was too big to catch what you are seeing and what you are feeling, and I felt like I'm in a movie. I really was not emotioned and so on. It was too big. You know, for example, I've seen a train with 2,000 casualties, 1,500 dead bodies inside in South Sri Lanka.
How?
You're not catching it. You watch it and you.
How do you digest this?
You never digest it. Sooner or later, you have to face it.
Because, you know, I asked you, is it the worst case that you were in? And you told me, no, this time we were lucky. And, you know, to get to this point where you say, let's say 2,000 people or 1,000 people is lucky and you know, comparing to, it's you need to process and you need to pass like some...
This disaster is really huge, big, and an enormous disaster. There are a lot of people killed, there are a lot of people injured, there are enormous numbers of people who lost their all belongings and everything, and they are out there. And it's the third world country, you know, the support and the help is organized, but slowly. It is moving slowly. It is always moving slowly, but here it's moving even a little bit more slowly.
And if I want to compare this to what is happening in the Everest, it's where it's harder. It's harder in to rescue and to search in Nepal, or it's harder in the Everest to get there and actually try to save lives and succeed in it.
I don't know. Listen, this is a question which is hard to give you
a clear
answer.
Clear cut.
Listen, it depends on the circumstances. I've been lately in Indonesia. You know, there were huge disasters there. It could be very tough. Even it looks very beautiful around and everything. It could be very tough.
It
depends on the mission you are getting.
You're taking a helicopter. People are like climbing on the mountain. How does it work exactly in such conditions?
We are keeping exports from all over the world, not only Israelis. We are keeping exports for ice. We are keeping exports for snow. We are keeping exports for deep water. We are keeping exports for white water. We are keeping exports for desert, for jungles, and so on. We will put them together in the team concerning the mission that we got, you understand? But I have to say one thing which is very important. We got people with art for the last 22 years, the same people. They are the most experienced people all over the world. You cannot fit them to any other rescue team with the experience they gathered and picked up. And those people are now managing the mission in Nepal. So I can be very... peaceful, and yeah, I know that they are doing the most and the best.
What is their next phase right now, after they're rescuing and after they're searching and helping and rescuing the people? What is the next phase? What is the next phase?
Let's see.
So
let's see. Listen, we are regularly busy with a lot of small events. You understand, which are not even covered by the media. The small events, but many of them could be very dramatic. But it is one person, you know, and it depends if he would like to get published or he don't want. We are following his wish. So,
after seeing everything that you saw, how small we actually are. How small we actually are, human beings.
Small?
Yes.
We are huge. We are not small.
We're huge.
Yeah, listen, we are not small. Not concerning rescue missions.
You know, small comparing to Mother Nature.
We are very proud to be a part of this country. We provide.
No, I'm talking about how small we are comparing to Mother Nature after seeing all the disasters that you saw.
That's another question. That is obvious. Listen, we are nothing comparing to Mother, to the powers that we meet in the nature. It is nothing. It can whip us out in no time.
In no time. In no time, definitely. Hilik, Magnus, thank you very, very much for coming to the channel and for coming to the studio and giving us this interview. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you, our viewers, for being with us tonight. Tomorrow we'll be here at the same time, same place from the Jaffa Port, Israel. Have a great day.